Hello everyone, welcome to another Imperial Assault video. Today I'm going to do a map review of a new map, which is going to be Jabba's Palace. Obviously it comes in the Jabba Hut expansion pack and also features tiles from the Jabba's Realm expansion, as you'd expect. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to jump straight into the Rancor pit and move on to a map review. So here we have it. You can see my Photoshop skills, no bones. I've recolored the doors onto a map in the white lines. Everything else should match the key in the bottom center of the screen there. But basically I'm going to run through it now. We have the crates are the red X's, the stashes are the blue X's, the Rancor pit isn't coloured but is obviously the area to the right hand side. The trapdoor is the yellow box and the trap chute is the purple magenta box. And yeah, we're going to go through it now and I'll talk about the different missions and where they actually line up. So we have mission A is Spoils of Crime, and it reads: when a figure enters a trapdoor, it suffers 1 strain, then its owner places it on or as close as possible to a trap chute. A figure can retrieve a crate, which were the red X's, losing 2 movement points. Each figure suffers a -2 speed for each crate it is carrying. At the end of a round, each player gains 2 victory points for each crate his figures are carrying. So basically you get to grab up to the 6 crates that are on the map, suffering negatives to a movement each time, but scoring 2 points at the end of every round. So 2 times 6, 12 points a round if you control all 6 of them. So lots of points up for grabs on the actual mission for this one. It isn't actually capped, so you can win this mission purely by doing the objectives, which I really like to see. It's a good return. FFG have made it a little bit too simple to just kill stuff, and I would like to see a return to more mission focused squads. Having those just being able to focus on blowing your opponent away is fine, but this should help bring some objective focus things back into play. It's a pretty good mission. I'm looking forward to trying it. Then we'll move on to the next one, which is New Ownership. This one reads: when a figure enters a trapdoor, it suffers 1 strain. Its owner places it on or as close as possible to a trap chute. Same as for the previous mission. The door to a Rancor pit is locked to figures outside the pit. The door may be attacked. It's got 8 health and a defense of 1 built in. And then at the end of a round, each player gains 4 victory points for each stash he controls. Again, there are 3 stashes, which are the blue X's, so a potential 12 points up for grab at the end of each round. So equally, same as the last mission, you can get 12 points a round and potentially win as it's uncapped. So another good mission here that doesn't rely on killing things, but it is a little bit more fighty as it relies upon that control aspect. So going into the actual map itself and how I think it will play, there are a few nice areas in there. It's a good big map, lots of line of sight blocking stuff as well, all those little black pieces of wall to hide behind those solid reds. Loads of line of sight blocking stuff, which is good. There's been a lot of the ranger lists have been dominating, well, locally they've been pretty strong anyway. There's some good positions you can take up, and I really like the layout of it. Obviously the fun stuff with the chute dropping into a Rancor pit, implying obviously that the map's actually multi-leveled, so there's loads of stuff you can do there. Gives you easy access to other parts of the map if you're willing to suffer that strain, and you can easily get a good distance worth of movement. If you can break through that door or either door in the deployment zones, you can be on that trapdoor within 3 spaces. And there's some mic falling over. This new setup isn't working quite as well as I would like. But hey ho, I'm sure you guys don't mind a little bit of amateurishness every now and again. Yeah, so being able to potentially use 3 movement points to actually move, what is it, at least 10 squares is pretty strong. Obviously, can really throw you into a safe place with your wounded figure. If you need to escape, you can set up ambushes in there as well. And loads of, I just want to play with it to see how it actually turns out. I don't think the cost of a strain to do that movement is too harsh, to be honest. And yeah, which deployment zone do I think's best will be the next point. I think they're actually pretty balanced. They are both have good access to a trapdoor, both have really good access to the terminals, and yeah, I don't think either one gives too much advantage. The extra bit of wall could be difficult if you've got large base figures in the blue deployment zone, but nothing massive there. I would probably say that's balanced out by the easier access to a door to a rancor pit, but obviously you can always take the chute, so it doesn't really matter too much. Types of lists I'd expect to see on this map, I think brawling style lists could do well. I've heard people saying obviously about the elite Gamorrean guards aren't as good on this list on this map as they've proven otherwise, and I don't know. I think they can still do well on mission B. On the one where you're going to lose movement points, it does hurt to lose those movement points if you're going to pick those crates up. So it's a chance you take. Obviously, figures that you want to look at for picking those up. Smugglers are always going to be good because you get the extra movement. So whilst you might slow down in later rounds, if you can actually get the interact to pick them up, you get those movement points anyway. So it can help you get around a little bit and try and get back into safety. But that's going to be one of the ways people play around that mission. It's going to be like laying traps for people. When they pick them up, we're going to be stuck there for a while with the slower movement. But yeah, I think that covers most aspects for talking about it without having played it too much. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing the map. Let me know if you've had any games on it, how you've thought it's played. Is it balanced? Am I completely wrong on the deployment zones? Is one blatantly better than the other? And how have you found the fun little garbage chute trapdoor thing that you can fly around and suddenly reposition on different parts of the map? Let me know, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.